We at the Lincoln Project pointed that out in the Virginia race, that critical race theory is the new N-word for Republicans and the Southern strategy in 2021. But Democrats have to have a good company. We at the Lincoln...
critical race theory is the new N-word?
Well, it's coming from the Lincoln Project, so I think that tells you most of what you need to know.
Let's just break that down for a second. Okay, critical race theory is the new N-word for Republicans and people who lean right.
What does that mean?
I honestly don't know what that means. The N-word is something that Republicans and most people in general don't say, and it's not permitted for them to say. Critical race theory, how is that the new N-word? I don't understand what the argument is.
Maybe they're saying that rappers are saying CRT in their songs. And that's why it's the new N-word.
White people in folk music are singing about critical race theory. Right. And that is a dog whistle for their racism.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
No, but that's like the only reason I could think. The people who say the N-word are mostly black people.
Yes.
So are they saying that black people are calling each other CRT?
It's really just not an argument at all. I don't know what this woman was trying to get across by saying critical race theory is the new N-word for Republicans, but the entire crowd plus the entire panel just cheered on that statement. So what did they get from that?
I don't know. You can say that this is like, if you say something is the new N-word, like everybody claps. Everybody
again, I need to get a t-shirt. Somebody make me a t-shirt with my face on it that says it's the confidence for me, because it's the confidence for me with making a statement like that has no logic and no reasoning behind it.
If Joy Behar got up there and said Go-Gurt is the new N-word, everybody would be cheering and clapping. Makes no sense.
Oh my god. Yeah, it makes absolutely no sense.
I'm trying to think about how to argue with this, but it's just like, you just said something that is complete nonsense.
I guess I'm just going to put my general consensus about critical race theory is bad and it shouldn't be taught in schools. I don't know if that's an argument to what you were saying, because I have no idea what you were saying, but it's not the N-word.
Yeah.
There's also that. Critical race theory is not the N-word. I don't know.
Right. No, they should be bringing up Joy Behar in blackface, but
it's a funny clip. It is a funny clip.
It is a funny clip.
I just
because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
It doesn't. It's funny. If it was just some random person saying it, it wouldn't be as funny. But it's funny because people clapped.
Yeah, it's funny because people clapped.
You know?
The confidence and the fact that people clapped, they responded to her confidence. They didn't respond to agreeing with her argument because she didn't make one. They just were like, yeah, she said something is the N-word and Republicans are bad, and so...
Right.
No, it's like going on Netflix and watching one of those Amy Schumer specials, and it's not funny, but it's funny that people are clapping in the audience thinking that Amy Schumer is funny.
Yeah, exactly.
Because she is not funny at all.
It just points to the state of the world now.
Yeah.
That you can just make a general statement that has nothing to do with an argument or a substantive take, and people will simply clap because they get a general sense of your political leanings.
Right. And I will say that this also holds true for the right. This isn't just a left-wing issue. This is people on the right who will also say incredibly blatantly obvious things that they are supposed to say that are your approved talking points on the right, and people will just like I'm not going to say any names, okay? But if you go on Instagram and you see some of these quote posters that are made for some of these people who are politicians and they're Republicans, and I read them and I'm like, I say this more eloquently on my show. But like, no, I mean like these ideas are discussed in such a better way than like these little sound bites and things, but they get like parroted and copied, and everyone's tweeting the same thing.
You're like, I could get blackout drunk and make your quote posters for your Instagram.
That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I'm saying.
And just be like, take like 5 shots of whiskey and write like wokeism has no place in America.
Right, exactly.
And then put it out as a tweet.
And I'm like, oh, I'm part of the GOP now. And like I can just put it out as like this quote poster that gets tons and tons of likes. I'm like, where is the panache, like the authenticity?
Conservatism is diverse.
Yeah.
Tweet it.
Leftist Democrats are the real racists.
20,000 retweets.
I know. I'm like, dude, shut up. Like, come on, man. Like, can we get better too? You know, I want everyone to be better.
It's tough. I mean, having been on PragerU social team for a while and posting behind posting the Instagram posts and stuff, like sometimes you'll spend all this time carefully crafting an argument in a tweet or, wording something eloquently, and then you tweet it and gets no retweets. And then 5 minutes later you tweet the left ruins everything, and it gets 10 billion retweets, and everyone's it's
sensationalism.
Because you're trying to make people think more and engage with arguments. And so,
I know, but people don't want to think more. People don't want to just people don't want always a nuanced type of deal to listen to. They want something that is simple for them, even if it makes no sense. Even if you say CRT and Gogurt is the new N-word, people don't really care. They're just oh, this sounds like something that I should agree with, so I'm going to like it and retweet it. And I think we are all guilty of this. I'm not just trying to call out
human
people.
nature.
Sure,
it's human nature to do this. I'm guilty. Taylor, everyone is, okay? But
I'm not guilty.
Everyone except for Taylor. Taylor is the second comment. No, but I mean, we really are. And so, but it's something to just keep in mind ourselves, as what type of strategies and information are we trying to distill to people? Is it something new that we think will help people, or is it just because we want to get views and things like that? I think our show does a good job.
Exactly.